Mr. Wetzel, you've had a lot of experience with this in Pennsylvania, and I would like you to just explain why residential reentry programs are really beneficial for the criminal justice system, for public safety, and of course for the well-being of the person who's moving from the end of their sentence in the last 12 months to the community. Could you do that for us?
I could, and thank you. And I got to tell you, let me pander a little bit. In prepping and the work we're doing, really.
My experience here, you don't get resistance on pandering from U.S. senators.
Well, I felt all the love in the room from the chairman, so I figured I'd share it myself. But I got to spend some time with your director, Nick Demmel.
Right.
And in several of your prisons, actually looking at national staffing with the Correctional Leaders Association. And I think if you'd ask him or ask anyone, imagine somebody being locked up for 1, 3, 5, 7 years, 10 years. Imagine just the amount of technology that's been developed to go from incarceration right now. And I keep looking back to these guys because it's never felt like this inside facilities before. I mean, 30 years, 35 years. Even systems that didn't put an emphasis on rehabilitation necessarily, there was a relationship. Like it was relational between correctional staff and incarcerated people, and some of that modeling modified behavior. On top of just the need to give people tools to adjust to society after being locked up, just decision making, right? You don't make decisions when you're incarcerated. You don't pick what to eat. So just kind of getting used to that in a world that's flying was always important. There are no services inside prisons. You don't have a 40% vacancy rate and think you're delivering high quality programming and preparing people to get out. So I mean, right now, I think it's even more important that you have these you guys call them residential reentry centers at the federal level or halfway houses where people can come up, first take a breath, right? Get out, get used to it, and then start plugging them into services. Like in Pennsylvania, we have a great career link network, right? That we can leverage off other systems from the state to get people and help people get back on their feet and become contributing members. So it's a really critical.